Hey Ivan, got your message and well, both of them. Okay, gave you a thumbs up there. This one you sent today, right? So, hey, I listened to your message. So, the first thing I want to compliment you. I like it. Uh, Not sure about that image, but anyway, could be good. Great one of Hanoi. I know where that event took place. So yeah, the format, the flow is great, but I noticed you don't have personal growth in this one. So maybe four icons with personal growth being first. Love it, love it, love it. Now the color pops and it makes sense. This color palette, really digging it. And so love the flow, the feel, nice job. I stuck this in there for us. I'd really rather have the black S with the 49 in color so it would correspond appropriately, right? But it seems to be too tall for that. I was sticking it in there and it kept timing out, so I just put the other one and it went. It took it one time, but it cuts it off. So looks fine. I mean, it looks great. And so, when you look at the other parts, everything is fine. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I know you're kind of worried about content. Just go ahead and get the personal growth one done, right? And then I'll work on these here for us. And then if we can, am I going to fly down to Mexico because of the studio? I don't really want it all to be just AI generated. I want there to be somebody that knows the subject, right? And I've got other speakers that can relate to this arena. I really have a nice young man, Carlos Barrientos. He's there in Austin. That would be fantastic because he's really self-invented, reinvented himself, and became a success. At a young age, Latino brother, not educated, and found ways, getting across, wealthy and successful people in the way that he changed his mindset, focused on what he was good at instead of trying to do what everybody else was doing. Got himself on track, and now he not only owns property, but he owns vehicles that he has a rental service on, like Turo. But he's very successful there. He's also working on his own personal mindset, personal body, working out. The ice baths, the running. I mean, he's just really trying to enjoy life and get away from maybe the culture that he grew up with that maybe wasn't as conducive to being successful. You're right. So he got himself around other people. He's got a great testimony, is what I'm getting at, and he would be fantastic. And I don't even. He's not above 30. He's in his 20s, right? Kind of a self-made guy. And what a great testimonial that he could do, and he would be happy to do it. But are we going to fly to Mexico because that studio's free? I don't know. And he comes up to Dallas a lot. We know a lot of the same people. He does know the REI space. But in this case, his primary business is not real estate, but now it's becoming, because now he's going to get into multifamily. And he's doing some big money now. And now he's starting to speak at events. So I think he would be a great one to have as a sidebar or an additional content video for a same subject. I don't think it just needs to be one person all the time. Love the direction you're going. Like the logos, like the look, love the feel, the flow. Looks great. Okay. The only issue I have is, when I go look up Studio 49 in Facebook, because you created that in Mexico, probably wouldn't have done that. But anyway, can't find it because this music and production studio is not us. And I don't know, is that us? Because the link to that is, I don't know what that is. So I don't think that's us. But anyway, it's the same name. So see, the Facebook page doesn't seem to have the right name. And then when I go and look for Studio 49, oops, 49, and I don't know if there's a space in there or not for the way it's spelled. See, I don't know. There's this one, but they don't seem to be us, right? I don't know who these are. So anyway, and then like LinkedIn, right? If I go look up Studio 49, who are we? That's a photography company, right? And if I go back, because there seems to be plenty of them. There's a marketing, but that's 490. I don't even know. That's interior design. I'm not seeing these pages, sir. So it would have been better if we had those pages in the United States. I wouldn't try to sign up and create accounts while you're there in Mexico, because it's not going to cross over easy. But anyway, that'd be the only thing. Where are these pages? Let's make sure we communicate about that, because we really just need it to be on this side of the border if we can. Because it tends to go with relevant audience. Our audience is not going to be in Mexico. Our audience is going to be here. If that's what you're planning, then that's something I really don't want to do, because of the logistics and the financial conversion, and all that is more than I'm willing to do. And you can explain to me that it's easier than what I'm thinking, but I already understand. I thought we were going to build a U.S. company. So those pages should be here. If you do have real pages, you need to make me admin, right, on them. If you did a Meta account, then I need to have full control, right, so I can at least tie everything together, because I do have the domain over here. We are getting the LLC issued, and the bank account. So that's important. I don't want to build it for Mexico. I want to build it for US, right? So anyway, you're doing great work. I love it. I was just politely surprised. I'm loving the flow, the feel, the imagery, the color palettes. Looks great. Let's just keep going. Get yours done as much as you can, but I might have some contributions to that. Just as well, I would expect you to have some contributions to any of these, right? It doesn't just have to be one person or all AI, or AI generated voice that sounds like a nice person. And if we're going to do that, we do want a lady's voice if we can. Small tip there, that is a higher intent listening when you do have a really good appeasing woman's voice, right? But if the video has a Latino or female or male, doesn't matter, just whoever can give that punch of that subject matter from real experience, okay, would be key, okay? Because it's hard to teach people things that you haven't achieved or things that you haven't done. How would they confide in that? Or if it gets found out, right, then we can get busted down pretty quick. So anyway, love it, looks good. Appreciate the hard work. I can tell you did a lot between now and the last time we visited. Store, we'll load that, because I just need to know what the products are. We do that all the time. Library looks fine. All this looks good. So appreciate you jumping in there and getting going. I just need to know about these pages: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Get me access to them. We really should have opened them on the US platform side, just to be honest with you, because there is a difference. Anyway, thanks so much.